Hello, I am Gero and I will present you the first devlog of Patanext. It's quite incredible to see the difference between the first version of Patanext and what we have today. The devlog will be divided into two parts, the progress of Patanext and a big announcement. And so let's commence onto the first part. As disclosed on the Patanext Discord, the update progress is divided into three major phases. Phase 1, preparation to fight, which includes single player and cool mission content. Phase 2, fighting between ourselves, which include PvP content. Versus Phase 3, the last touch, we include the last content of this phase and the matter tree. Patanext is soon to have its first phase to be released for the game testers, which will first include single player mission, Uber Hero class switching, equipment switching for both the Uber Hero and units. The latest version for testers included a launcher update, and a very simple single player mission including your army of Patapons. The launcher has been completely overhauled with a clean design. The settings has been added, which means you can finally now modify your input. It's now possible to connect with an account, and with the possibility of using Discord to automatically connect. The client is now integrated in the launcher to feel more integrated. So let's see the current available version. As you can see, we have an army which is composed of Datapund, Yaripun and Yumipun army. There is a leader in both army and 3 punts in it. We speak more about the army later. No, we just gone up to the flag and the mission has restart. And this is all. As you can see, it's a very simple mission and there is nothing more on this version. So I spoke about the army composition. The army is divided into 3 squads, excluding the Uber Hero and Atapon. The Tate squad, which is led by Shin, the Yari squad, which is led by Ton, the Yumi squad, which is led by Kan. As you've heard, the Patapon trifecta is now leading new punts to the battle. And now, the announcement for Patanext and future projects. Patanext is a hard project to develop. Coding it is not hard, but it takes a huge toll on my mental state. First, on the project, I am the online developer, and though the majority of the art, well, on that part, it would be also my fault since I could ask to the contributors. Second is the fear of copyright strike. It's hard to advertise this game outside of the Patapon community, and it's not possible to have any sort of funds for it. The fact that also developing the game since 2014 and having a heavy feeling of the game shutting down anytime soon hurt my mental. I really like Patapon, but the more I code on Patanext, the more I think the gameplay is getting messier and complicated. So, Onto the main point of the announcement is a new project. This will be a new game, a Patapon-like. The new game will share the same engine code of Patanext, but the clear and other stuff will be different. Patanext development will be slowed down, but code changes that would happen on the new project would also be reflected on Patanext engine code. The project will be a community-centralized one. This means that the community can influence the way the game will look, be played, and other things. The gameplay will be a bit different to Patapon and Patanext, but the goal will be to make something simple to understand, to watch, and to play. Here is a list of some goals. Attract new users in the Patapon series experience. Patapon is a great game, but some users who may want to be interested in Patapon who don't want to play it because it needs to be emulated if they don't have a PSP, or may not want to play on old games. Honestly, in the very beginnings, before I played Patapon, I wasn't really interested by the game, mostly because I thought the gameplay would be boring and too much shadage. But boy, I was wrong. I was watching TV and saw a review of a new Patapon 3 game, and it really made me interested, mostly because I was really interested with Patapon 3 and the Ubero style. And this is how I started playing the whole series, and how Patanext came to creation. Funds for the new game, such as using Kickstarter. We can assure a future for these games. The funds can be used to create new stuff, mountains for contests such as code, art, and other stuff, and competition. A fresh experience for Patapon veterans. This is a really ambitious goal, since the core gameplay will have some difference to Patapon gameplay. But I wish to give some freshness while all players can still have fun on this Patapon-like project. Since there will be no need to be afraid of copyright issue, we can advertise the game or even publish it on other platforms and consoles. This means it will be possible to release the game on Steam, itch.io, Epic Game Stores, and consoles. Imagine how great the game will be on the big screen with a PS5 or playing on the Nintendo Switch. A community-driven project. The game code will be open sourced, which means everyone will be able to participate in the game. The contribution system for art, sounds, will be a bit modified to make it more open to users. A public roadmap should be available, which can be influenced by everyone. Keeping Patanext alive. Patanext will still be developed along with its new projects, but Patanext will be much more open to the community contribution. There will be weekly discussion about major points of Patanext, such as gameplay changes, as how we can simplify it while keeping features and other things. The main story will mostly still be done in the background, but I wish to make it more open. Maybe a role for story contribution or feedback, so that users will not get spoiled if they don't want to contribute. The Discord will have some modification to accommodate this announcement. The new project will surely be in a new Discord. And go check out Patafour. They are doing very good stuff here. No, really, check it. Check it in the description.